And welcome back. This is technically Wednesday, though it's technically Tuesday. Pre-recording as always because I work during the day on Wednesday again. And this comes to us from Sabo Firefist, who asked the question, who would win the fight, Punisher or Joker? Now, actually, this has kind of happened already. In crossover comics, the Joker and the Punisher have met, and Punisher has even berated Batman. It's like, why don't you kill him? But if these two were actually to, meet, what would happen? Well, it kind of is explained in the comics a little bit, but for the sake of things, we'll describe a scenario where it actually takes place. The Joker, what's to say? I've done him plenty of times. He's the Clown Prince of Crime. His origin's kind of a mystery, depending on which interpretation you go with. He's psychotic. Well, it's believed he's beyond insane. He's super sane, which technically I think he means he's fourth wall aware. But he's a murderer. He's insane. Sometimes he'll kill you. Sometimes he'll give you a cookie and leave you to be. It all depends on his mood, really. It all depends if it's funny. Despite the fact that he's kind of just a psychotic foil to the Dark Knight, he does have a certain level of skills to him. Depending on your interpretation, he's actually quite a skilled hand-to-hand fighter. Depending. He's actually good with a switchblade, good with a firearm. Usually has a bunch of different, weird gadgets on him. Be it a acid-spewing flower, the chattering teeth grenades. Of course, he always has his patented Joker venom, which can even affect beings on a godly alien level, like Superman or Wonder Woman or the entire Justice League when he did that to them. But he's still human, so, he can be killed just like anyone else. The biggest thing with the Joker, though, is that one of his biggest strengths is psychological warfare. It's easy for him to get under your skin and play around with your mind. So he can definitely use psychology against his opponent if he needs to. Frank Castle, the Punisher, again, someone who I have done before on here. Excuse me. Is lost his family, I believe, to gang-related activities. A former soldier, and he took it upon himself to clean up crime. He is a man who's physically fit. He's got military training in terms of hand-to-hand combat, tactics, weaponry. He's capable of using knives, grenades, axes, anything he gets his hands on. Oftentimes has pistols on him, shotgun, rifles, you name it, the works. Ultimately, who wins in this fight? Well, I hate to tell you this, the Punisher's good. In the real scenario, the Punisher just snipes the Joker. That's what happens. But in the scenario where they actually have to confront each other, what happens? Well, I'm sure the Punisher would just try to blow the Joker's head off. The Joker would do the same, but the Punisher wears body armor, so he'd be a little less inclined to dodge and be able to keep his beat on him. Joker might get a couple nicks like, oh, you're a bit more fun to play with than Batsy. Let's have a here, I hope you enjoy it. Let me tell you a joke. It's a killer, and then throws maybe some chattering teeth grenades. They blow up. The Punisher's like, and then, the Joker just tries to get away. Punisher doesn't allow that to happen. So he kind of corners him, starts to beat the crap out of him, gets a nice stab. So it's like, that's not funny. But here's a laugh. Or something along the line. I don't know. I'm not good at writing dialogue on the spot. But it's like, that's less funny, but not quite. But still, but I can think of a better joke. And then, what's that? You beating me? And then stabs him in the back. Just he basically gets stabbed in the back. Saying, but then the Punisher's like, fuck you, and then just shoots him. Here's the thing, is that, the Punisher doesn't have any qualms about killing anyone. Unlike Batman, the Punisher does not care about killing someone in terms of a fight. He will kill you if he has to, if he wants to. And the Joker would fall into someone that, I'm going to kill you. Can the Joker win? Absolutely, he can win, though. Let's say getting close, just use the acidifier, starts to melt that vest off. He pulls his vest off, and then he gets a face full of Joker venom. Probably only has a couple minutes to live at that point. So, he's ultimately and then he dies. So the question is, what's the more likely? Well, as I just said at the beginning of the fight, the Punisher realistically would just sniper rifle the Joker from a distance, not even dealing with that. But in the actual fight, I think the Punisher killing the Joker is a bit more realistic. He'd have less qualms about it. I mean, they both have no qualms about killing each other, but the Joker is actually used to people who don't want to kill. He's used to Batman, who's like, "You're not going to kill me, Batsy, except in the rare alternate realities where you do. Oh, you're the one I perform for, Batsy. You're my everything." Yeah, Batman play that way. Punisher don't play that way. So ultimately, yeah, the Punisher would win. I'd go 70% of the time. I think there is a real scenario where the Joker just acids or Joker venoms him, because the Joker venom's really going to be the trump card the Joker has. However, I would imagine also the Joker could play mind tricks with the Punisher as well. Punisher had a lot of experience dealing with psychopaths, but with the Joker, and if the Joker can find out anything about Frank, like his family dying, bring up his wife and kid, then he'd be able to really start to screw with him a bit. So ultimately, though, that plays in the Joker's 30% still. Doesn't give him an increase. I still go 70% the Punisher. I think the Punisher just has no qualms about killing the Joker. That's the biggest downside the Joker has against the Punisher. But ultimately, what do you think? Do you think the Punisher ultimately just kills him every time? You think the Punisher actually loses? You think the Joker wins? Let me know in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want to review this thing, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll get to it. We'll do a review of it at some point. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.